Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are digging into a guide that is just fantastic. It proves you really don't need a lot of cash to grow your own food. In fact, all you're gonna need is a single $10 bill.
You've seen them, right? Those perfect social media gardens with the fancy raised beds and designer tools. They look like they cost an absolute fortune. But the reality? Well, as we're about to see, a productive, real-world garden can be started for less than the cost of a fast food lunch.
So let's just start by busting the biggest myth in gardening, right out of the gate. The idea that you have to spend a ton of money to get a beautiful harvest? It's just not true.
And this right here is the core message. Your future zucchini plant has no idea if it's growing in some expensive designer pot or a recycled yogurt tub. All it cares about are the basics. Good soil, plenty of sun, and just the right amount of water. That's it.
Okay, let's get into it. This is exactly where your $10 is gonna go. And we're being ruthless here, okay? We're only spending money on what we absolutely positively cannot get for free.
This is our hard limit, $10. That's all you get. It really forces you to be creative and resourceful, which honestly is what budget gardening is all about.
The first $2 are for the most critical part, the seeds themselves. And the strategy here is to buy smart, not fancy. You can head to a dollar store and look for high-yield crops. Think loose-leaf lettuce, zucchini, or beans. Just one of those plants can produce a massive amount of food.
Now this is your single biggest, and I mean most important, expense. And listen, you need actual potting mix, not just any old dirt you dig up from the yard. In a container, regular dirt compacts and basically turns into concrete. It'll starve your plant's roots, no good.
And here's the magic. This right here illustrates the real key to budget gardening. Everything else, from your pots to your tools, is going to be absolutely free. This is where the fun little scavenger hunt begins.
So this slide lays out the whole game plan. For containers, we're talking yogurt tubs, milk jugs, whatever you've got. For fertilizer, just save your coffee grounds and eggshells from the kitchen. And for tools, believe it or not, an old spoon from the kitchen is literally all you're gonna need. So we have our materials. Now comes the fun part. Let's get our hands dirty and actually turn this $10 investment into our own little mini farm. Okay, but before we do anything else, here is the single most important, absolutely non-negotiable rule. Your recycled containers must have holes in the bottom for drainage. Without them, water just pools up and will rot the roots. I'm serious, do not skip this step. And here it is, the entire process in just 5 simple steps. You'll poke those holes, fill your containers with that potting mix, plant a couple of seeds, find the sunniest spot you can, and just keep the soil damp. That is it. You are officially a gardener.
Okay, this is so important. Staying on budget isn't just about what you buy, it's also about knowing what not to buy. The garden section of any store is filled with things that look helpful but are absolutely not necessary.
The first money trap to avoid, a fancy watering can. You don't need it. An old water bottle with a few holes poked in the cap does the exact same thing. It gives a nice, gentle shower for your seedlings. Here's another thing to just leave on the shelf. Those delicate little seed starting trays. They're just an unnecessary expense and honestly, an extra step. Just plant your seeds directly into that yogurt tub or milk jug where they're going to live their whole life. It is so much simpler and cheaper. And finally, save your money on gloves. Yeah, you're gonna get dirt under your fingernails, but that's kind of part of the fun. Your hands are the best tools you have, and guess what? They're free. So after you've followed these steps and avoided those traps, you arrive at the real takeaway from this whole approach. It's really a shift in mindset, from spending money to just nurturing something. And this sentence just perfectly captures that philosophy. Your attention, your consistency with watering, your excitement when you see something start to grow, that is what produces a harvest, not how much money you threw at it. And that leaves us with one final question to get you started. For just $10, you could be on your way to harvesting fresh salads or radishes or beans right from your own windowsill. So what are you waiting for?